And we're live. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Yanks Soccer Bets. We're back for the new season, guys. I took a small break, a couple of weeks off, kind of refresh everything. Now that I know there's a couple of games going on in other leagues, but none of the major leagues. But we're back, guys. We're back, and we're going to start fresh. I was going to make a futures video for the Premier League, but I think it's too late to do that now. Maybe I might do it tomorrow or something, but I'm just gonna go straight into it and just start off with match day 1. Please, guys, if you guys enjoy these predictions and bets, please leave a like and subscribe and leave your comments, guys. What do you guys think of my bets, or what bets are you guys gonna put in, or what bets do you guys recommend? Just leave them down in the comments, guys. I always like to read through them to get other people's point of view and stuff like that. But yeah, let's get right into it. First game, we're going to start off. We're going to kick it off with Fulham versus Arsenal. This is going to be a good game. I don't know if I'm going to watch it because it is at 4:30 a.m., but I'm probably going to have it recorded and then rewatch it because I really want to watch this game. Fulham look like an interesting team to watch. I don't think they're going to stay in the Premier League. I think they're going to be one of the teams that are relegated at the end of the season. But I did see a couple of their last few games in the championship and that horrible game versus Brentford. Let's be honest. But they know how to pass and play the ball pretty well. I was shocked at how well they passed the ball. The only concern with Fulham is their back line. I don't think they're gonna do enough to keep goals out. I feel like Fulham can score goals, but keeping the ball out of their own net is what's going to affect them. And Arsenal, and what Arteta has done coming in is just Arsenal. I mean, I think Arsenal can be in top 4 this season. I think they're going to be the surprise team that are going to be in top 4. But I mean, saying that means they'd have to push out Chelsea or Man United out of top 4. And that's kind of I don't know. I don't know. I'm very excited for this season. So many great signings for so many teams. It would have been that much better if Messi would have signed for Man City. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I am a Barca fan, so I'm still happy that he stayed at Barcelona. But how crazy would have this season been watching Messi week in, week out, playing against top teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Wolves, and Leicester, and all those kind of teams in Tottenham. It would have been amazing, but fortunately we didn't get them. Hopefully, maybe next season. You never know. But yeah, let's get right into it. So Fulham versus Arsenal. Fulham at plus 450, draw at plus 320, and Arsenal at negative 185. Over and under is at 2.5 goals. Over is at negative 135, and under is at plus 110. I think Arsenal need to win this game. If they're gonna fight for Champion League spots this season, they're gonna have to win against these lower tier teams. And what better way to start off their season with a team that just came up from the Championship, and they didn't even come in first or second. They came in third. With that playoff match. So I think nothing but an Arsenal win here. Aubameyang, I feel like he's going to be amongst the top 3 goal scorers of the season. I don't know if he's going to be up the first one. I can even see him being top 2. Somewhere in top 2, Aubameyang, towards the end of the season last time out, he was amazing, man. He was scoring goals left and right. And they just brought in Willian, and they have a couple of young center backs, so I think they're going to tighten up in the back too. Like I'm saying, Arteta has brought in a whole different philosophy into Arsenal. They're starting to become a more interesting team to watch. And, I see nothing but an Arsenal win here. Arsenal to win. I think their money line negative 185. There's not a lot of value there. But I think Arsenal to win and over 1.5 goals at negative 110 is a good bet. I think they will win at least 2-0. Maybe a 2-1 game. I see this being like a 2-0, 2-1 game. Arsenal, or if you want to go the other way around, Arsenal to win and under 4.5 at negative 110 is also a great bet. I think it's 50-50, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm probably going to go under 4.5 because I don't think this is going to be a 5-goal thriller. I can see this being 2-1, 2-0, somewhere around there. And I'm going to go for that. But either one is a good bet because I think there's going to be more than one goal in this game. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy if Fulham are going to score because I feel like Arteta's going to tighten up in the back, But then Arsenal being Arsenal, they're bound to let one in. So I don't know. It's a 50-50. And a lot of these, I'm going to pass on a few of these guys because it is the first week. So I got to get a feel for what teams are going in what direction, and stuff like that. So I'm just going based off of the signings they made and, the momentum they're coming off from last season. So, yeah, Arsenal to win at at under 4.5 for me at negative 110. That's a good bet. Next game, second game of the week, we're going to have Crystal Palace versus Southampton. Crystal Palace is at plus 205, draws at plus 220, and then Southampton's at plus 140. Over and unders at 2.5 goals. Overs at plus 120. Unders at negative 150. As much as I want to go to first Southampton to win, I just, again, because it's the first week, I have to sit on the fence with this one. I have to play it safe just to start off. Once I start to feel, because Southampton were awesome towards after the break last season. After they came back from the quarantine and they started playing the match with no fans, they were great. Danny Ings was scoring goals left and right. I feel like he's gonna be a top scorer again this season. And he's gonna be called up to England. I think England are looking at a good striker if they pull him up. If Vardy's not gonna go up, then I think Ings is a good backup to Harry Kane. But just to play it safe, just because I don't know, excuse me, Crystal Palace don't score many goals, and they seem to keep it tight in the back too. So this could be a draw. I can see this as a 0-0 draw or maybe 1-1 draw. So, but I still think Southampton have enough just to beat them. So I'm gonna go with Southampton draw no bet at negative 150, and I'm gonna include it in a parlay. I think I'm gonna stick it into the an Arsenal, the Arsenal win parlay. But I'm not sure. I'll get that to the end of the video with the parlay. So stick around. But yeah, draw no bet at negative 150 for Southampton is not a bad bet. But yeah, let's move on. Next game, we got Liverpool versus Leeds. Liverpool at negative 400, draw at plus 500, Leeds at plus 850, over and under at 3 goals, over at negative 120, under at even money. Honestly, guys, I haven't watched enough of Championship to give my opinion on Leeds. I know they signed Rodrigo from Valencia, who's I feel like is a pretty decent signing. I don't know if he's going to be good enough for the Premier League. But I think I'm going to pass this game. I see no value in Liverpool. Maybe Liverpool and under 4.5 goals at negative 140 is not a bad bet. Again, I don't see this as a 5-goal game. Maybe 2-1, 3-1. So I might stick Liverpool into a parlay. But if you want to bet on it, I think Liverpool and under 4.5 is not bad for negative 140. It's not a bad bet. So, you know what? I think I just convinced myself. I think I am going to do that. So, Liverpool and under 4.5 at negative 140. It's not a bad bet. Let's do that. Next game, we got West Ham versus Newcastle. West Ham at plus 110. Draw at plus 245. And Newcastle at plus 240. Over-unders at 2.5 goals. Overs at even. Under is at negative 120. I'm not going to go for an outright winner because I think both these teams are pretty balanced. I believe 5 out of 6 of their last games together have gone over 2.5 goals. So I'm going to go with over 2.5 at even money. I think that's great value. I see this to be, I think West Ham are going to win 2-1, but I can see this be a 2-2 draw. So I'm just going to go over 2.5 goals. And I was going to do both teams to score, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to get. I don't know if Newcastle's going to show up and put a couple behind in the back of the net. So I'm just going to go over 2.5 to play a little more safe. At even money. That's not bad. And then next game. Sorry, I have my bets written down. All right, next game. We got West Brom versus Leicester City. West Brom's at plus 275. Draws at plus 260. Leicester's at negative 110. Over-unders at 2.5 goals. Overs at negative 115. Unders at at negative 105. This is another game that I'm going to pass. This is a game that I am going to pass for sure because I haven't seen enough of West Brom to give you my opinion on them. I feel like that's another team that's going to drop alongside Fulham this season, and they're going to get relegated. I don't think they're going to have enough to stay in the Premier League. But Leicester City, usually under Rodgers, they start off great, as we saw last season, and then towards the second half of the season, they start to drop off, and and drop points and get out of the top spots. But I don't know. I don't know what Leicester City's gonna put out this first game. So I'm gonna get a feel for it before I start betting on Leicester City. I'm gonna get maybe like 2-3 games in before I start betting on them. So, but if you have to bet on this game, Leicester City money line at -110 is a good bet. But again, I'm gonna pass for this one. Next game, we got Tottenham versus Everton. Tottenham's at -120, draws at +260, and Everton's at +335. Over and unders at 2.5. Overs at -105, unders at -115. This was crazy because Everton have made so many signings in the midfield. They got James, they got Allen from Napoli, and who else did they get? They got one more person. I forgot who it was. But I just feel like Everton, I don't even know if they're going to start this game. And if they do, I don't think the chemistry is going to be there yet. So I think Everton are going to need a little while to pick up. So I think they're not going to have the best first half of the season, but I think they're one of those teams that will pick it up towards the end of the season. So once they get that chemistry in, or maybe even like a few weeks in, maybe like 5-6 weeks in. So I'm going to say Tottenham to win. I think Mourinho's going to get on these guys' asses. And I think, I don't know if you guys seen the documentary. I haven't seen it, which I got to see, but I've seen little clips of it. And Mourinho's a beast, man. He's a fucking badass coach. So I think Tottenham to win money line at -120 is the best way to go. But if you want a little more value, if you don't want to go for the money line, I mean, you can go both teams to score no at -110. I see Tottenham winning this maybe 1-0, maybe 2-0. And that's not a bad bet. But if you just want to go, I'm going to go with Tottenham money line at -120. I think that's the best way to go. I think Tottenham are going to win this game. Even if it's 2-1. So, yeah, those are my two bets. But the money line, I think that's the one I'm gonna go for. If you want to stay away from that, go money. Both teams to score no at -110. Next game, we got Sheffield United versus Wolves. We got Sheffield at +230, draw at +210, and Wolves at +130. Over and unders at 2 goals. Overs at even, under is at -120. This is another game that Wolves are a drawing team. They're the team that drew the most last season in the Premier League. Sheffield are another team that keep it tight in the back, and they score 1, maybe 2 goals in most of their matches. Same goes for Wolves. So since I'm gonna sit on the fence on this one, I'm either gonna go draw at halftime at -105 or draw at full time at +210. I know that draw at full time is always a little more risky, so I might go with the draw at halftime and just cut the game in half. Damn it, my fucking camera died. Sorry, guys. The battery died for my camera. So these last 2 games, I'm just going to go without visual. Nobody wants to see my ugly ass anyways, right? But yeah, I'm going to go with draw at halftime. I'm just going to cut this game in half, -105. And then and that was always the go-to bet last season for Wolves. It was always draw at halftime. They always seem to pick it up in second half, so that's what worries me this time around. So I'm just going to go with draw halftime at -105. Next game, we got Brighton versus Chelsea. Brighton at +400, draw at +300. Chelsea at -160, over and unders at 2.5 goals. Over is at -125, under is at +105. I mean, Chelsea's my team, man. Chelsea's my Premier League team, so I have to go with the Chelsea win here. But how to get the value? I think Chelsea and over 1.5 at +105 is a great bet. You always have to go with the goals with Chelsea. They score goals, they leak goals. I don't know how Thiago Silva's going to do in the back. He's old, but he was basically, if it wasn't for who was the man of the match? Was it Kimmich man of the match? Yeah, Kimmich man of the match for Champions League final. Thiago Silva was close right behind him. So he was very solid in that game versus Bayern. But I don't know if Thiago Silva can keep that kind of consistency throughout the whole season in a league that has that much pace and aggressiveness as the Premier League does. So Chelsea I feel like they're gonna lead goals. They got Chilwell on the left, but he's more of an attacking left back. I mean, I guess he's pretty strong as defensive as well, but I think it's still going to take him some while to get that chemistry, even for the attackers. So I don't know what to get with Chelsea, but I'm going to go with over. I'm usually always going to go with over goals with Chelsea. So over 1.5 goals at +105. Pulisic being the new number 10. I'm so excited for that. And they're, just their attacking force, man. They got Werner, they got Havertz, they got Ziyech, and then they got Pulisic up top, man. It's going to be an awesome team to watch. So Chelsea and over 1.5 at plus 105 is the best bet. Or if you want to stick Chelsea in a parlay in the money line at negative 160, I think that's good too. So yeah, and I think that with before I finish this video, I want to give you guys my little parlay that I'm gonna have for this week. I think I'm gonna go with Arsenal. I don't know why I just said it that way. I'm gonna go with Arsenal, and let's see. I was gonna say Tottenham, but I'm not gonna put Tottenham in there. I think I'm just gonna go with Arsenal and Chelsea, both to win. Money line, that should be close to even. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with, a little bit over even. So yeah, I think that's gonna be my two team parlay. Maybe I feel like sticking Liverpool in there, but I feel like I don't know what I'm gonna get with them. To be honest, I don't think they're gonna end in second place. I feel like they can end in third or fourth. I don't think that they have that motivation anymore to fucking stay up top there with Man City. But I don't know. So I'm not gonna stick Liverpool in there. I want to stick Southampton, draw no bet in there. I think I might do that. Yeah, let's do Arsenal money line, Southampton draw no bet, and Chelsea money line. That's gonna be my three game parlay. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna keep releasing videos for the Premier League. I know I did say I was gonna do it for other leagues, but I just don't have. I'm gonna be betting on other games in other leagues, but to make a video and edit it and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna stick it to Premier League just because let's be honest, it's the most insane league to watch. So yeah, let's do. I'll see you guys on the next one, and then next time I won't black out like I did right now with the camera dying and stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you please leave a like and subscribe and leave your bets down below. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Who's gonna win and who's and what scores you think are gonna come through. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.